think this is what we're going with. I can't wait to do the heal version. I haven't started working on it yet. Dun, dun. Hello everyone. This is Solar, Flare, Dandy, Lion, Miracle. This is the evolution of Psychosonic Blooms. This deck, I've never, ever played a deck like this. I've never played that in the PvZ Heroes. The closest thing in the world to this deck is Miracle Rogue from Hearthstone. This is, with heals. It's crazy. But this is it. This is the one. I've been practicing. I'll tell you guys in the intro. You like the highlight video? The Scribblio. It turned out really well. I have to tell myself not to look at the views, because again, it's only going to get about 40%, which is good, by the way, for a new video. It's going to get 40 for a different game. But I just have to keep it up. I don't know if I'm going to just keep doing Drawful and Jackbox games like that, or if I should, I kind of want to find one game where I can make that kind of content consistently. We'll see. Dandelion needs Bullseye. This deck takes care of that problem, because the first thing that hits your opponent's face almost always is Dandelion. You do 0 damage before that. You have a Zoom meetup. I love the game it's here. I'm glad you liked it, Moist. You were part of it. I almost was gonna make a shout out to the people who joined it. I guess you guys are on the screen. That's pretty good enough shout out. I really like the way it turned out. That took, by the way, the reason the video, that was last Friday's video. I'm gonna do a highlight video this Friday or Saturday now. The reason why it's so late is because it took way too long to edit. It was 6 entire streams of moments. I have a little highlight button I press on my keyboard, which marks a timestamp when a highlight happens, and I was pressing it way too much, so it took so long to edit. I'm so happy the way it turned out, though. I wonder if I should put the entire Scribblio streams onto Fry 'em Up Gaming, though. Maybe. What is this deck's counter? There are a few counters to this deck. I think Professor Brainstorm would counter it a little bit too hard, because it's just, well, you have to catch a mechanic. The counter of this deck is not getting what you need. This is a really, really good deck, though. This is not just some meme deck that wins 50%. I've been winning about 80% with this deck, which for this style is, in this game, in PvZ Heroes, is amazing. The deck list is going to look confusing to you. I have to explain. This is the hardest deck in the entire game to play, by far. We had, it has like the calculations of the OTK Cat Lady. That's actually the most similar deck to this, but it's so much harder to play. That was a very easy deck, relatively, to play. W-Paw, I don't know what you're saying. Do you forgive me? Everything's fine. I have no problem with 69 viewers. Yellow. The Moist, I almost, if I needed another minute to, I like making the videos 10 minutes, that's what YouTube recommends. If I need another minute, that would have been, the last minute would have been the BM, the what's it called, the sneaky tactics to make you lose that game. But, lucky for you, it didn't make the cut. If I make another Scribblio video, though, it will definitely be in, because that was one of them. It's pretty funny. I probably should have edited it anyway and put it up to 11. I'm so happy with how it turned out, though. I'm so happy. And it's so easy to make a video like that super cringe. I just gotta every other week, like once, like twice a month, to do a new game like that. Hopefully, people want to watch me for something other than PvZ Heroes. I just have to keep it up. So in a few days, I'll do a highlight video for PvZ Heroes. I'll probably start working on that today a little bit. And then next week, I'm gonna maybe do another like memes for PvZ 3. We'll see about that. It's gonna be so hard. The budget Wall Knight, the aggro Wall Knight, yeah, that's a great deck. We also did a heal Wall Knight yesterday that was pretty good. Homebrew creature ideas? Valk Trickster Hybrid, I think, is still the best deck in the game. I think this deck can compete against Valk Trickster Hybrid very well, because it does not kill a lot of minions and it doesn't initiate a lot. So they're kind of like the Valk, the Trickster with the beam. If you have enough beam me ups and enough card draw, or I don't know what, you have to like be burning a lot of tricks against this deck and not getting any value. But you can win with this deck usually on turn 7. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let me explain. I'm just gonna get right into the video here. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I am so excited to show you this deck. Now, this is probably the hardest deck to play in the entire game. I've been working on this deck offline, out of the streams, for weeks now. I've been practicing. I feel like I finally figured out how to mulligan, how to play, what your mindset should be. This is the Dandelion Miracle deck. This is one of the first decks in a long time I'm going to be using Dandelion King. Now, the general goal of this deck is to do nothing except for setup for the first 5 turns. Play Dandelion King on turn 6, and then actually do 10 more damage on turn 7 and finish off your opponent. It's called a miracle deck because it does nothing for a lot of turns and then completely obliterates your opponent afterwards. So let me start with the mulligan. The most important thing you need is the Dandelion King, so you're going to be hard mulliganing for this, and you're going to be getting rid of your cards in order of least importance, and I'll explain that right now. The least important cards are your little guys. We're running 4 copies of Puff Shroom, 4 Poppies, and 4 Shroom for 2s. These are going to be useful to combine with the Astro Shroom, etc. later, but they're actually the least important. The next least important card are going to be your finishers, because since you have 2 of these, you have Astro Shroom and Sonic Bloom, and you'll have 7 turns to draw really just one of them. You can get rid of these. Then you have your sort of early to mid-range control, which is your Berry Blast and your Ketchup Mechanic. And then the second and most important card is actually going to be an Imitator or a Pair Paradise. The idea is to play your Imitator or Pair Paradise on turn 5, and then play your Dandelion King on turn 6. You gotta sort of catch your opponent off guard, because you don't want to play Pair Paradise usually if they're just past turn 5, because then they'll just cover this environment with one of your own and you'll lose it. So you can sort of save this maybe for the finisher. You can use this as a finisher on turn 7. Same thing with the Imitator. Again, you gotta like look at your opponent. You know, hardy opponents are much better at removing Imitator off the field, but let's say crazy opponents, unless they have Exploding Fruitcake, they're not really going to be able to deal 4 damage, especially if they've played a 5-drop on turn 5. You can just play this in a different lane, and it will be safe. If you play one of these 2 cards on turn 5, when you play your Dandelion King on turn 6, instead of this doing 10 damage, this will then do 15. This deck is just a big math equation of how do you get to 20 damage. So again, the easiest way is to get 2 Dandelion Kings, which gives your opponent, they'll hit your opponent 2 times, cannot get blocked. It will get your opponent down to 5 health, and then it's very, very easy to do one shot of 5 damage. You can just go Astro Shroom. You'll have a bunch of cards in your hand. So Astro Shroom, Shroom for 2, a couple of these. You can Berry Blast them in the face for 3 damage if you really need to. You can also do a whole bunch of Swarmy cards and play a Sonic Bloom. This will do 1 damage for every plant you have on the field. So that last 5 damage is easy to do. Now, if you don't pull off the Imitator combo, it is okay. Just play Dandelion King on turn 6. You can stick this in front of one of their minions to make sure you don't die. And then on turn 7, there's also a lot of ways to do it. For example, if you have in your hand, you're going to have a lot of cards in your hand because you're not playing cards for the most part, except for Berry Blast to remove their minions, your superpowers, and you're playing also the Catch It mechanic to heal and to stall for time to make sure that you do not die in the first 5 turns. Otherwise, all the rest of your cards are going to be at your disposal. So, for example, let's say you have Astro Shroom, you have more Spore definitely helps. But let's say you have Astro Shroom, a Shroom for 2, and 2 of these. So this will do 2 damage, 3, 4. And then you just sort of need one other card. If you have an Imitator, you can use that to imitate your Astro Shroom, and that will actually double the amount of damage. That'll do like 9 more damage right there. Thank you, Fire, for subscribing. Welcome to the family. If you have an Astro Shroom plus a Sonic Bloom, that will also do it. Again, you'll be able to do 5 plus 5. If you have an Imitator or a Pair Paradise plus an Astro Shroom combo, you'll be able to do, again, get 2 Astro Shrooms and then basically do 10 more damage. You can always use, again, a Berry Blast for that extra 3 damage if you happen to not have Sonic Bloom. Very often that'll be enough. So this deck is super hard to play. I'm gonna be going through, probably get 8 to 10 games of this. If you want to make this deck, it's really fun and really satisfying because your opponent is like killing you, and then out of nowhere you absolutely destroy them. This is actually one of my favorite decks I've really ever played in this game. I'm gonna show you exactly how it's done. I feel like I'm actually still learning about this deck in terms of the most efficient way of playing it. But here it is. Hope you guys enjoy. This is the 3000 IQ deck. I mean, this is big brains. This is so hard to play. So again, the most important card in our hand right now is the pair. This is the second, this is third, and this is fourth. So we're going to be getting rid of the little guy first. You don't need 2 Sonic Blooms for sure. Against Smash. So this is an early game control card. You don't want to get caught with no early game control at all. I feel like I think I'm gonna keep this and hope we get a Dandelion King. Now, I forgot to explain the intro. You don't absolutely need Dandelion King to win. There are a lot of ways to pull off the huge combo. Now, I am actually gonna stick this. Usually you don't want to put anything on the field, but you do want to not have your opponent getting efficient tempo because that will actually kill this deck if they're gaining a whole bunch of free lunch boxes and vitamin Z's and stuff like that. It's going to be really difficult to deal with. So again, you can use your Shroom for 2 and even your Puff Shrooms as early game control. You can also use your Imitator if you really need to copy Catch It mechanic in order to get that double minion, double control, and also double heal to stall for time. We do have this Berry Blast. Now, I'm very reluctant for this Puff Shroom to hit the opponent's face because that's going to make the Dandelion Kings more likely to get blocked later on. But we just really need our opponent not to be playing Gargantuars on turn 3, so you have to Berry Blast that there. So as I was explaining, there are ways of winning with this deck, even if you do not get Dandelion King. You just need like 3 of your other finishers. So between Astro Shroom, you basically need 4 of your other finishers actually. So Astro Shroom, Sonic Blooms, and then Imitators really can imitate either of those 2 cards. And Astro Shroom can easily do 5 damage, and this can do 5. So he's basically going to go 5, 5, 5, 5 in order to make 20. It's just a big math equation. Hopefully I'd love if he removed this off the field. Can you nibble this, please? Rolling Stone. No. We'll be able to cover this next turn. This is a little sad. We might have to cycle through the blocks now before we play Dandelion if we even get it. This also makes the Sonic Blooms more likely to get blocked. I'm going to cover this. And it looks like the opponent really does not have much tempo here. What is the Garg he can play on 5? I guess Supernova and Smashing. And Frankatar is a crazy card. It does not look like we have Dandelion King, so we might have to go. If this stays on the field, we can do Shroom for 2 and a lot of Sonic Blooms. We really want to get through this first block. There's that. Ugh. This is okay, though, because this is only going to be doing 4 damage at a time. It's a little cool putting that on Pair Paradise, because it efficiently removes both guys. I'm just going to Scorch this. We, again, have to be super patient, because we want to get as much value out of these Sonic Blooms as possible. We definitely need us to proc the opponent's block, so these are hitting face. We're gonna have to make a big since if we have Dandelion King. Okay. Does the video fit on the screen? Yeah, that's fine. A budget Rustball deck. Probably Science would work. I should come back to the... I think we're gonna pass again. We have 16 health. And we also have not procced the opponent's block yet, so... Wow, he's really going for it. It's pretty sad. This kills us here. So right now, we can do a maximum of only 5 damage with Sonic Bloom. I think our best bet... this is unfortunate. This is not how this is supposed to go. I think this dying is important here. Actually, I have to sack this. We're just healing for 1. So he doesn't die. Now, if he has a way of buffing this, he just wins the game. Which is very sad. Yes, okay. Hopefully we roll a 2 or a 3 here, just to give us another shot at life. Yes, okay, so we definitely block next turn. That buys us 1 extra turn here. See, now we have 3 times 5. So this is actually quite doable right now. Let's see if he has another Frenzy. That would not be good. I think we have to start hitting his face now. Heals are not going to get it done. This will become a 4/4. No. There's no way of blocking this, right? So unfortunately, he's able to... We'd be able to kill this with the Berry Blast. We're not able to right now. I think our best bet... is like this. Well, we don't have to worry about the Gargologist quite yet.
We need a leap! We need a leap!
We need to... We basically... Thank you, Tommy Dog. We basically need to, get... Weed Whack will kill this. Weed Whack will kill this. Thank you so much for Tommy Dog. It's 19 months. Holy moly with that. We should be okay here for 1 more turn. If we get Super or Weed Whack, or Scorch. No, well... Oh, no, we lose. Never mind. And we didn't get it anyway, even if we wouldn't have had the Alienators. Okay, the reason why we lost that match was because... 2 reasons. First of all, we did not get Dandelion King. We actually could have finished him off that turn if we would have had Dandy on 6, I think. We did not get Dandelion King. And the second reason is because our opponent had big Frenzy minions. This deck is able to stall a lot better against non-Frenzy minions, because then you basically chump block them to stall for time. Our opponent had Garg, and then had another Smash Garg. Even without the second Frenzy minion, we would have been able to survive that turn and probably finish them off the deck. So that was a much closer game than it appeared on paper. We'll get into the real ones now. Getting rid of, again, first the small cards. Once you have a Pair Paradise, by the way, you can now get rid of this Imitator, because they basically perform the same function in the deck. Maybe I should learn my lesson, actually, hard mulligan for... I guess if we didn't have the Berry Blast last time, the Gargologist would have been really sad. That's fine. Taking these little bits of damage and getting superpowers to control your opponent is totally Gucci here. And if you happen to get your superpower, you can get your Dandelion King in a turn early. It looks like we might just go all out. We need really a couple more of these in order for this to work. This is very sad. We're going like this. You have Gravedigger and 2 Warlords. Should you craft Stompodon? No, Stompodon's not a good card to craft. Craft more Gravediggers. And Pogos if you don't have it. Pogo's so good. It's rolling all ones, very nice. Hey, you know what? If he went to roll that many ones, we could have killed this. Wow, so these all have 3 attack. Okay. I'm probably just going to use this to stall here. It's sad getting rid of resources. It's going to be valuable later on. That's annoying. We should be able to block and kill this here, though. All 3 powers kill this, as long as it doesn't roll 1. Maybe I could have done that next turn. We still are not playing Pair Paradise. Well, now we might have enough power. So I think this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9 damage. I'm just going to pass here. We're going to try to set this up if we'll have a lethal play the next turn. We still need... No, we still need a lot more. Berry Blast. I think in the long term, probably hitting this one's better. So, sorry, this deck is taking a long time to develop. Where is Dandelion King, though? We hard mulliganed for it this time. Did not get... Okay, there it is. Now, the Dandelion King makes this a lot simpler. We just have to survive this turn, basically. Not easy. We should be okay here. As long as he doesn't have Exploding Fruitcake, we're gonna win this game. We are... This is easy 10 damage right now. This did hit face. I'm so happy he did that. Oh. He could have... 5, 6, 7, and draw 1 card and 1. Now now we have 4 health. We should be okay here. As long as it doesn't draw like play regifter, we're fine. We cutting it close. This is lethal, I think. Yes, easy. So it's like this, guys. It looks like we're behind, but this is guaranteed lethal. This is guaranteed lethal. Easy. La di da di da. La di da di da di da. Dee 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 dee. If you want a deck that makes your opponent so salty, this is the one. Just freaking out of nowhere. I should have called this deck the Damn, that's such an old meme. What's the Randy Orton move again? Let me know in the comment section below. Gosh, Fry, you're such a boomer. You short-term, long-term memory loss. RKO, there you go. I should have called this deck the RKO out of nowhere. Does that stand for anything? Not really. Guys, I know that sounds like a highlight, but that's what this deck does every game. Seriously, we're gonna be... Hold on. I might make that the intro if I don't have a better one, but we'll probably even have better than that. Okay, so Astroshem is actually better than Sonic Bloom. It does because it's a bullseye and it's easier to set up. So again, we're going to get rid of Puffshrew. We'll get rid of this. We have Dandy, which is so no. This is a perfect starting hand. You want a Imitator / Pair Paradise, a Dandy, an early game control card. The catch mechanic would be slightly better than this, but it's fine. And you want a finisher, which is either Astro or a Sonic Bloom. RKO's move. I know what the thing was. I just couldn't remember what it was called. It's the Stone Cold Stunner modified version that Randy Orton used to use. Does he still wrestle, by the way? I have not followed professional wrestling in so long. We can use... okay. This is a little hard decision now. What do you use? Weed Whack or Berry Blast? Weed Whack is... I think Berry Blast removes more things. than Weed Whack does. It's okay reducing things attack, though. I think we'll actually use Berry Blast. Because reducing, let's say, a 3 or 4 attacks minion, 4 attack minion down to 1 or 2 is actually good in this deck, 'cause then it just gives you blocks, and it actually helps you survive. This is probably more valuable, even though the 3 damage sometimes will remove something that this will not remove, but... And even a 3-3 making a 1-1, probably worth it. So we're passing again. Kite Flyer, very nice. We could Berry Blast that. Probably worth it to get rid of his card draw. Don't want to give him too many Wombo combos. Stomp it on. More like stonk it on. I think we want to remove this before it buffs anything. It's going to be too much heat. I'm gonna use the Berry Blast. Still gonna save the Weed Whack here. It could be also like on turn 5 this might end up being a little more efficient. We'll see. We're being visited. Finally. The Loch Ness Monster is here. You're in the video.
Huh?
You're in the video.
I see me.
You see you. Do you want to be in the video?
Yeah.
Baby Fry has finally made his grand entrance. So our opponent cannot... I think we're gonna do this so our opponent does not Rolling Stone us. It's a little weird.
Can do that. And him.
And we're gonna play this card. Now our opponent does not have any brains left, so it makes this play really solid. I'm actually gonna put this one here.
Okay.
It prevents 2 damage, but we just don't want to proc the opponent's block meter. We really want both of these Dandelion shots to hit. You know, everyone here, look, everyone here on the side, they all said, "Oh, we're so happy Baby Fry's here." You know who Baby Fry is? See, the thing is, he calls this game, this PvZ Heroes, he knows it by, he calls it Baby Fry. Before we go to sleep, he's like, "Daddy, can we play Baby Fry?" Because he thinks that's the name of this game. Alright, so here's Dandelion King. We're being blessed here. We are completely... Okay, so this is going to go... You don't want this to go face. You just want to stall for time. So here's 15 damage to the opponent's face. Easy. 15. We'll have the easy finish next turn. We can even use Dandelion King for 2 damage. This will be 1... This will be basically 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. This is not enough to finish us, so we should have it here.
Losing.
How old is he? How old are you? How old are you?
4.
4. He's doing 10, which is fine. We have 5 health left. It's probably only doing 5, actually. Blocks. Unless Rust Bolt has like a lucky trickster shot here.
He died, yes.
Let's do this. You're right. If the opponent has a trickster in their hand, they win. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it's easy OTKs. They can... No! 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 Is there any way to even play around that? I would have played more Sport to try to clog the 4th lane there. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. We got... I think Trickster Stompedon is actually a good shot against us because you can kill us on turn 7 before we're able to win. That is so sad.
That was sad. No, not good.
He had a Trickster.
Yeah, that...
He had a Trickster.
Oh.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
That deck's called Stomp Autism if you want to look that up on YouTube. Dang. Coffin dance for Fry? Exactly.
You have the big guy this time.
We're against the big guy. We're still Solar Flare.
That's right.
We're against this. His name is the Smash.
We're against that big guy.
Okay, we have Dandy, we have a finisher. Let's look for an early game control card. I think Poppy's better than this because it heals. Should I look for an Imitator? Yeah, I should. Be super disciplined. Another early game control is also good. Nice. We'll have our dandy on 5 now. You don't use this until you can control it. There's no point in having extra
We're
brains
fighting that big.
early. We're fighting against this big guy. He's doing nothing. You know what we're doing?
What?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're slouching. You're slouching down. No picking your nose on stream. No picking your nose. All these people can... You know how many people can see you now? I hope he understands what he's doing here. You know how many people can see you right now? There's like 300 people can see you. We have 58 on YouTube and 240. Almost 300.
Oh,
There's
that guy.
300 people are watching us. He doesn't even know. You can also go dandy on 6, dandy on 7. It's not so bad.
Only baby guys. He's doing only baby guys because he has a baby. I don't know why
I think the catch-up mechanic is good. Well, we can actually play... It's kind of weird. We can play Dandelion King next turn. You think he's gonna protect this?
And you know I
think this is fine.
And you
We'll
know
use the Berry Blast later. We can use it for reach too. What? What do you gotta say?
I slammed mommy's door onto my
Onto your finger?
on my on my nail.
On your nail of your toe? Aw, is it better?
It feels weird.
Feels weird.
It
It doesn't hurt anymore? Okay.
I don't think so. Still hurts.
I wish I could show him a picture of all the people watching us, just as a visual image. That's cool. So the damage is 4 and 3, so we're just gonna play the dandy here. We're probably just gonna play another dandy next turn. If we get Weed Whack, the coach actually dies, which is nice.
What? Oh no.
Question is, do we use Scorch? I think we do. I think the Dandelion King surviving here is a good thing, because it just keeps a lane clogged, which otherwise would be hitting our face. We really don't want to be taking too much damage next turn. There's another Shroom for 2. So he used Nibble, which makes him at 12. This will do 6. Again, this right now...
That guy.
It's Dead Ghost. That's fine.
Ghost one. Dead Ghost.
Okay, so he has no brains left, which means we can just spend these poppies if we want. Right now, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, if he wouldn't have nibbled, we actually would have lethal right here. Now we're going to have to do this over the course of 2 turns. He's doing... I don't really have to worry about direct damage here. So I'm just going to use this to chump block. Just a 6 to face.
That's gonna be worried because he will just because that man will just get that.
We just need 6 next turn, and we have it pretty easily.
Oh no, this is bad.
No, we're gonna win. You know why? Look at this. How much health does he have? He has 6. You know, this guy can do 6 easy. Easy 6.
No,
He would need a gladiator in order to get saved here now. And you know what? I don't even know if it would help anymore.
What is that?
This is guaranteed lethal. We can do it in 2 shots. So you can go Imitator Sonic Bloom, but this is obviously a lot cleaner. Where you just go Shroom for 2. Shroom for 2.
You're gonna win.
Yep. Look, how many guys do I have in the field? How many plants do I have? 1. Can you count? 2.
1,
2, 3,
3,
4, 5, 6.
You have 6.
That means we win.
You're winning.
With the power of math,
Yeah.
we will win every game.
You won. And what was that guy?
Which guy? Sonic Bloom.
That guy.
The Smash?
Yeah, that
This big guy over here?
No, what was that guy?
This guy?
It was that guy.
This one?
That one.
Show me.
The
coach?
I meant.
He's the sports coach.
Oh.
This deck wins with the power of math and anime, for sure.
Wow.
This deck is the definition of top 10 anime decks. Unfortunately, we're 2 and 2 right now. What did we lose to? We lost to Gargramp and Stomp a Trickster. This deck does have a few weaknesses. Things that can just kill you on turn 7. But anyway, okay, so we have Dandy, we have an early game control. We're going to be getting rid of small cards. Getting rid of small cards. They have an imitator. This is fine. We should be able to get a Sonic Bloom or a Astro Shroom in our first 6 draws. Plenty of time.
It's his turn. He's a zombie.
He's a zombie robot. Pass.
Wait,
Sunburn's nice. We have it on 5.
why he's a robot?
By the way, playing Dandelion King
Why
on
is
turn...
Why is he a robot?
Hold on, we have to plan something
I
here.
know why he's
If we play this on 4, we kind of want to play the Do we want to play the Dandy on 5? Not necessarily. We actually don't have a finisher yet. So playing this early doesn't help us at all. So we're just going to pass here. I'm just trying to think maybe Sunburn to face. It's not worth it. You need the Dandies, the first one to do 10 and the second one to do 5. See, I think this is fine now. He's probably not going to have a Rolling Stone. This makes us able... In fact... maybe I should play a Shroom first. To be able to kill this guy. I think I will.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go Shroom. You have to make sure to play... Obviously, play the Shroom before the Imitator here. I almost made that mistake. We're going to go with... He's not going to be able to buff this by 3/3, so I might as well do it like this. Keep an extra guy on the field.
I want to play baby.
And we're going to Sunburn this guy.
Tati, could you get baby Fry?
There's no way for him to buff this by 3/3. Just
Oh yeah, could you get me, Tati? Could you get baby Fry on the little red iPad?
Okay, ask me after the stream, because right now I'm working with a lot of people watching, so I can't stop. But, oh, he had Rolling Stone.
Oh,
That's harsh. That's 5 damage down the drain. And this Puff Shroom, we kind of just wasted that. I don't know if I play around Rolling Stone in a sports deck.
okay. This
is nice. This is fine, though.
How do you get that guy? Oh, two of those. That's silly.
I feel like this one's health he's able to buff a little bit better. This one also does slightly more damage. Let's go after you. Again, on turn 8, we're going to be able to pull off a double Sonic Bloom combo, which will probably be able to do 10. Let's see. The first one, like right now, the first Sonic Bloom will do 4.
I want to be a robot.
You want to be a robot?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be him. That's good.
Everyone has to have aspirations, you know? Wow.
Oh, great.
This is okay, though, because again, if we go... This will do... This will be a 4/4 here. Do I play around leftovers or some kind of... No, we can't have leftovers. I guess he can. Leftovers is a... Is it a hardy card? I sort of want to just go 5 + 5 to face. The first Sonic Bloom here does 4, and the second one does 5. So we're going to need one of these minions to survive. I think this is okay.
Yeah, it'd be better if you're done. Like that?
I don't want to go face with this because it makes the Sonic Blooms very sad next turn. I think this will... It'll make the Sonic Bloom get blocked, which is bad. Maybe that's okay, though.
Okay, look how many.
So we have, again, 4 + 5 next turn. It'll be 5 + 5 if he doesn't buff this somehow. If he doesn't have going viral, this should be okay. As long as this stays on the field, we win. Also, if we get well, we need a free card next turn to win. I also need him not to have Gladiator. Gladiator protects him from like 10 damage in this deck. I didn't have lethal that. Played Environment. That's why I even didn't set this up, by the way. Definitely not worth it.
Who died?
Berry Blast is... but we have, again, the first shot does 5, and the second one does 6. We're good. As long as he does not play Gladiator here, we're fine. Yep, easy. So you play Pair, then you have to play these first. We're gonna go, We're gonna go, We're gonna go, And RKO right out of nowhere. He needs to roll double 3s in order to save. No, easy. Get wrecked. I love this deck so much.
You won. Yes.
We won.
Yeah.
Dancing coffin for the robot. Exactly.
That was good.
When am I gonna play more Scribble? Maybe I can do Jackbox and Scribble at night.
Yeah.
I have to think about it. Not thinking about that during this stream for sure. I need every brain cell I own in order to play this deck. It's so easy to misplay. Okay, so you don't need 2 imitators.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. We don't need Sonic Bloom anymore. We're looking for a Dandelion King. I'm still gonna I'm gonna mulligan for the Dandy.
You don't have the Daddy King.
The Dandelion King.
Yeah.
He's the Lion King. You saw the Lion King. Remember you saw the Lion King? That's what he is. Look, he's right here.
Oh yeah, there.
I'm pointing to the deck list. Yeah.
Who has that card? Oh,
He's
that.
he's in our
Oh,
deck.
that guy. That.
No, he doesn't have it. He's in our deck. We're gonna have to wait till we get him.
So what does he? So what does he have?
Ribsy is saying, I still want to see the heal version with Venus Flytrap. Now, I have not started working on that version yet, but there
Okay,
is going to be a
that's
version of this
not
deck
fair.
where you get rid of Sonic Bloom, and you get rid of Shroom for 2, and Puff Shroom, and
True,
you
those
run
we could
run
get
heal
them.
instead. So you're going to have, and you get rid of Pear Paradise, you put in Venus Flytrap
Oh,
Planet, you put in
what?
Heartachoke. Basically, you're going to Dandelion King. You can heal with the Dandelion King for 10 to stall for time. Then you do it like a big OTK with Pear Paradise and with your heal environment with Venus Flytrap Planet and Heartachoke. You can also just go Heartachoke and a lot of poppies in order to burst
what
them
are
for
you
10.
doing?
What was this play? Is this Professor Brainstorm? I've actually never seen someone play Professor Brainstorm before right now. This is the first person I've seen run this deck. An opponent. I love this. Is what I just published now. On the time I'm recording this, I just published this to YouTube. This will probably be out in a month or so. But we know to go after this Unlife because this is going to be ridiculous. He had double, so he had turn 3 Unlife, interdimensional. This is definitely someone who watches the channel. Good timing here. Oh, nice. We got the Dandelion.
The Daddy
I think I'm going to risk this. Now, his environment is, he definitely has Leap here, though.
Good, maybe.
If he passes, I have the luxury of knowing this deck list. He definitely has a way to cover this. I might play this here just to make him not get leap value. Is that crazy?
That might.
We're not going to really get value out of this later. We could get double Astro Shroom. I'm just going to play this in a different lane. It's kind of weird. Should I double up the Astro Shrooms right now? Is that insane?
That might be insane.
Dude, I think I will.
No.
This is very ill-advised.
You could win those. You do fire.
I'm going to pass here. I usually do not want to commit, but we do have 2 Sonic Blooms. Summoning.
Oh.
Nuts or bear? No. This is a pear. Yes. And he did not actually cover this environment. The luxury of knowing the... Oh, he got 2 damage too. Very nice.
Oh, her.
Alright, let's see what we can do this turn now.
What is that guy? What is her? I don't know what she is.
Coach.
Owls. Coach. That was bad. What? Him again.
Egg.
Him again was
We'll be able to get double Sonic Bloom, so this dying here is it's fine.
egg.
I'm gonna go Dandelion King for 9 damage. We just don't want him drawing more cards here. That would hurt too much. I think I'll do this for the 1 damage too. He's not gonna be able to remove both of these shrooms.
What's gonna be inside that egg? What is gonna be inside? What is inside?
This 1 extra damage makes 4 plus 3 work. We should be okay here. This
What
is
is-
turn
what
7
is in-
coming up now. What's in the egg? We'll see. Mad Chemist.
My can smoke.
Or Cosmic Scientist, sorry, not Mad Chemist. He's the miniature. Oh, I forgot this is going to... Oh, that's okay. Well, this is the place it's protected. So we still have 2 minions on the field. This should win. Wait, we need a 1-drop. This Scorch is pretty good here. Actually, no, we don't want to. We want to play this next turn. Yeah. Oh no, but this is gonna leap. That was probably stupid. Okay, yeah, that's lethal. This is all we need.
Oh no, the big guy again!
Right. Quiet. We're fine.
Big guy.
We got him. We got him. Easy. We go,
Yes.
We go, This will do 4 to face.
No,
And
again.
this is one of the opportunities, again, Berry Blast, aside from being an early game control, it gives you that extra 3 damage of reach, which in this deck is just very often, it's just lethal. Easy.
You won.
Killed him.
Yes. That was good.
This is
I know I give it.
the only thing comparable to this deck. I said this
That
before the
robot.
stream started,
Robot.
before the video started, is OTK Cat Lady. In terms of the amount of calculations you have to make, that the whole deck is just stall, 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 then a big math equation. This is a lot harder to play, and actually a lot more risky, because
No,
it doesn't
don't
have a
get
lot of
rid
early
of
game
him.
control. Okay, so we have Dandy, we have an Imitator. We need an early game control card. I think I'll get rid of the other Imitator here. It's so good, though, as a finisher. Maybe I'll just pass here. Hope this guy doesn't rush me down. I kind of like the Imitator here. Scorch, ugh. We can use Imitator, by the way, as an early game stall card. A 1/4 can just absorb some damage early from a 3/3, you know. These aren't that good against Rust Bowl because they can Rolling Stone them. I'm glad he's passing.
Rolling Stone? He can do a Rolling Stone?
He can do 20 in 1 turn. Yeah.
Are those your cards?
These cards are my cards, yeah. You're okay with all the people seeing you, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people see you. Just to make sure.
Which
I feel a little
people
bad
see
because
me?
I know, like, you know, in 10 years he'll go back and watch this video. He's like, it's okay though. I don't believe you need like age
Fry,
of consent
you
to
should be have
video
a stream where
something
you
like
play
that.
against Baby Fry.
You should have a stream where you play against Baby Fry. Okay, pass. This hand is looking really spicy right now. Again, you can use imitators to copy Astro Shrooms. That's one thing we discovered from the Psychosonic Bloom version of this deck, which didn't perform as consistently as they wanted. So he's passing.
What? That guy again.
Let's see what he does. See how many brains he commits. If he passes here, I'm probably just gonna play Imitator. Here. Teacher. Ugh.
Peter.
I think it's Imitator.
Baby Fry? What?
We're having fun. Did you do that?
He did.
Are you tired?
Do you want him to say something?
It's okay. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Want to stay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. We're doing good.
Yep.
The chat's liking Baby Fry's commentary.
A rolling. No.
No, he had Rolling Stone. You know the name of the card? He knows the name of the cards now? When did that happen? I don't know. You think it's going to have an environment or another Rolling
Dandelion?
Stone or a Weed Spray or a Flick? I guess we might as well do this because the Imitator will be better later.
Now look
Should be fine. I wonder if I should have developed an Astro Shroom there. What, he got that from the science? He got that from the scientist. This is stupid.
That was stupid.
Stupid. The
Stupid
man is
girl.
a big stupid. Okay, that's fine.
The king won. He's the king.
I think we actually want the 4 damage here. It's a little weird.
A little weird, but he
I
might
think
just,
this will do more.
but he might go.
Well, no, sorry. Hold on, wait. Turn 7. Hold on, be quiet for 1 second. This will do. This will take all the lane. Oh no, so we want this to actually die. Never mind. Yeah, we want this to die. We should have lethal next turn, right? Because this will be 1, 2, 5. This will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, this is like easy lethal next turn. We have everything we need here. He played. Fortunately, he's running intergalactic warlord, which is the more minions they just play that they just commit too many brains and not doing that much damage is totally fine. 11. We should be okay. This is all bullseye. What does the most damage? Is playing the imitator first or second? I think playing it second does most. Because again, hold on, let me just do a little. This is guaranteed lethal. I'm just doing an equation here. This will do. If we do this, it'll be 1, 2, 3. But if we play it like this, it does more.
No, put him there, because then it would skin him. I'm scared. Put him there, because then you can just get him. That bomb thing.
This is lethal, right?
What, there are 3 of them? That is good.
Yeah, we're good. This is lethal right here. We don't even need this. Whee! Easy. The guy thinks, oh, I developed Warlord, I'm so far ahead. No, you're dead. It's guaranteed lethal. There wasn't even a chance of you surviving that turn.
Died.
Get wrecked.
Yes! Get wrecked.
This is such a great... I love this so... Isn't this deck fun?
Yeah.
We just pew 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 and he's dead. 69. Nice.
Yeah, we just pew 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 and dead.
Nice.
Yeah, good. Now who we're gonna get?
Need to blow my nose. I'm hiding. You guys don't need to see that. You might think this is water, but it's not.
No.
It's like, what?
That guy, we're gonna get it then. That guy.
This deck is amazing. This is like a week and a half. I've practiced this deck for about 20 hours before the stream. To learn how to mulligan was a mistake I was making. You have to get rid of all these little guys, as much as it's tempting to keep them. Ugh. Ugh, it's a bad hand. We need a Dandelion King. It depends. It's all about statistics of drawing right now. We need a Dandy and a finisher and an early game controller. This is a pretty crappy hand. Against Infinity, Shroom for 2 is actually a decent early game controller. This is okay. This is actually fine. Again,
Yeah.
Shroom for 2. Every card in this deck performs several functions. I guess that's the key. Dandelion King is always very solid. The Imitator of the Pair of Paradise can
What,
copy
you just
Dandy,
won
but it can
so
also
fast?
copy your other
You just
finishers.
won.
And it can also copy your catch-up mechanic.
No,
Okay,
I'm not.
I'm kind of happy we didn't have to play that game.
You won.
The Shroom for 2 works together with your finishers. Finishers, again, are Astro Shroom and Sonic Bloom. They work together with your finishers, but they also... Shroom for 2 also works as an early game control card. Berry Blast works as an early game control card, but it also works as a reach card. Like one of the games, we needed that Berry Blast to complete the 3 damage. The key of this deck is the efficiency. That's why it's very hard to do this deck as a hybrid. Now again, to change that completely and make it all about heals might work. I also want to see what Astro Shroom in Venus Flytrap play. If you do a combo, you can actually just survive with that. You're going to be out of cards pretty quickly. But I think that's a viable way of just stalling if your opponent does too much damage to you. Is Astro Shroom combo
The Lion
in the
King.
Venus Flytrap. Okay, so we have... Get rid of you first. Could probably use an early game control card. Let's be disciplined. Do we want 2 dandies? I don't think so. If we draw a second one, it's fine. Alright, this is okay. Definitely want to keep an imitator. Slumber?
And was
Fry, why haven't you posted any PvZ Heroes videos on YouTube in so long? So again,
Daddy Lion.
all of my long PvZ Heroes videos are going on my second channel, which is called Fry'em Up Gaming. If you have not checked that out, just type Fry'em Up Gaming into YouTube search, and you'll find it. It's also linked on my channel page. So I've been posting basically every single day. I split the channel into 2. On Fry'em Up, I'm basically doing weekly videos, approximately every Friday. The video I posted today was delayed a little bit. Okay, we're gonna pass.
Are we gonna win?
Wait. I don't know if we're gonna win. You have to wait and find out. I don't know. We
I
have a
don't-
pretty
I
good
don't
hand
either
here.
know.
So he's
What?
using Thinking Cap on turn 3.
To courage.
The best play right now would be Imitator Super. I hope he just commits a guy. Would be so nice, but it looks like a trick deck.
Give this a trick. Ooh, that golden guy. We could get him. We could just get
I'm gonna do this just because Dandelion early is fine. We can even Dandy on 5 now. Dandy on 6 and finish him off on 7 is quite viable.
He
This is
didn't
good.
even die. Did he die? Because he yet.
This also, if he wants to remove this with Rolling Stone, it means there's just another thing he can't do this turn.
What
Like,
does he do? What
I
does
don't know,
he
develop
do?
a Nebula. I don't know exactly what the
What
other
does
play would
he
be. It seems
do?
like he's a trickster deck.
I don't know what he
No,
do.
develops Nebula. Wow, we have double Dandy on 5. This is gonna be 15. It's gonna be 15 damage. This is so good.
Who died?
Hold on, I just want to make sure I don't have lethal on 6 here.
Tati, who died?
Wait a second.
Him or him? I don't know who
1,
died.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Nah, that was good.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Okay, so it's definitely Dandy.
That is. Oh, no, not
That's 15 damage. 5 is going to be very easy to
Good
accomplish here.
daddy.
Very, very easy. In fact, should I just put this here for... let's save it. It's so easy to get lethal next turn.
Yeah, but he's a good guy.
I love
Yes!
this deck so much.
He's gonna go.
I have to admit I don't want to like flex too bad, but I'm really proud of myself for this one. A lot of decks they're just like I love this one so much. This deck is my baby. This is my baby. You're my baby. You're my big boy. Heals is strong, but it's not going to be strong enough. Deadly, that's fine. Taking this off the field is actually helpful for us next turn. It just means we can play more stuff. The fact we rolled a 1 makes this really easy to win now. What's the play? This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This wins. There's also a way just to do this with... It doesn't matter.
What's that big?
There's also a way
guy?
to do this with Sonic Bloom, I think. Nah, it's not as clean. So it's just like this.
Good. Let's put him there. Oh,
I think we can also just do it this way, right? This is the fancier way. Did we miss it? Oh, I might have screwed up. Oh, no, we don't. Because this turns into... Why did this activate twice there? Oh, because we played 2 guys. Yeah. So it's still lethal. I did it the game mechanics way. It's not really.
No.
We could have just obviously just played Shroom for... Instead of Imitator, just played Astro Shroom for 2 Puff Shroom. Would have won.
But you won.
We won. Easy.
No, don't do that.
Whenever I say Dandy, you think of Dandy Stuff, the guy in the chat. He's been an active member of the live stream for quite some time now. So the games I lost were Stompidon Trickster, and he played that Trickster right on turn. We had lethal. We would have killed him. We had guaranteed lethal, and he played it on turn 7. It's like a 12-12 Trickster because it got buffed from Stompidon, which is really hard to prevent in this deck, so you don't have those really efficient ways of dealing 4 damage. And the other deck we lost to was a deck with a lot of Supernova Garg and Smashing Garg. Big Frenzy minions counters this deck because they just kill you before you're able to win. And that game also we could have won if we would have had if we would have gone Dandelion King. We actually would have won that game. So we have an Imitator, a Finisher, an early game control, and a Dandelion King. That's all we need.
Oh.
Imitator or Pair Paradise, same thing. This is a lot. This is a little, especially if we had Sunburn or Weedwhack, this would not be quite as scary. We'll be able to take this out on turn 3. Yeah, it's a little sad. We have a little extra early game control, which I'm actually happy because we're taking a lot of heat here. Let's see if he goes Swarm. The worst case scenario is if he goes like, I don't know, maybe bonus attack.
Are you gonna
So
win?
the early game control cards are the best one is again Catch It Mechanic. The second best one is Berry Blast, and the third best one is Shroom for 2. It does work. Shroom for 2 actually would have been amazing here. It would have answered this, even though it would leave that one Shroom on the field, which will be charging the opponent's block meter and messing up your dandies. The best case scenario is you have not touched your opponent's block meter until you play Dandelion King on turn 6. One of the problems about Dandelion King that makes it not as good of a card. Thank you, Saber Bomb, for 28 months. Holy moly with that. As I was 2.5 years. As I was explaining, one of the problems of almost 2.5 years. 30 would be 2. Anyway, I'm good at math. You see. One of the things that makes Dandelion King not a good card is the fact that very often, like if they have a full block meter, the Dandelion King just procs their block, which is not enough value. But in this deck, it takes care of that problem because we're doing nothing constantly. I think we're gonna save the Shroom for 2 for next turn. This heals for 1, which is fine. And puts a body on the field. We're not gonna need this later. This is as good of a catch-up mechanic. We only have 2 more turns to even play Catch-Up Mechanic, so we'll have 1 more for the next 2 turns. Should be okay. We also want to develop a Pair of Paradise at some point.
Yes.
Once he commits a lot of guys, like a big minion, we'll play the Pair of Paradise. Because, again, you want to play this when he's not going to be able to answer it. He has Graveyard as an environment, so probably be extra careful. I have, when I was practicing this deck, I did get this covered by a Graveyard once. It was pretty salty. Interesting. He's not doing enough damage here. And we're getting rid of this 3-2, which I'm very happy with. 2 damage. Taking 2 a turn is so much better than taking 3. Plus we can Scorch this one.
They both die.
If he just keeps this 1 minion on the field, we'll be okay. If he commits... I think this is the turn we do this, by the way. Well... maybe I want to do it next turn.
What is going to be inside there?
This doesn't heal for that much. Alright, let's just do it. Even if we get double heals, we'll be okay. Stop taking. Drone Engineer. And 1. Usually you want this to be more to the right, so it can buff the other guys before it dies. Oh, he cryo-brained so many times. He has so many brains left. I figured this would be something bigger, like a chemist or something. It does not have an environment, which is the good news. He drew 1.
Drew 1?
He's trying to... that's not how it works. You can't poison my peers.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what would have been really, really good there is Sunburn. Would have been so good, because then we could have played this... too bad. It's going for Bad Moon Rising. Probably. This is a huge problem.
Because are you winning? Because who's winning?
I probably should try to answer this Bad Moon Rising instead of being too greedy here. So I'm going to go with this. This is fine. This actually does a nice chunk of damage here. This is only turn 5. I was going to develop another Pair of Paradise. This heals us significantly and puts a lot of heat on the field. I'm just going to develop this too. Unless this is a Frenzy minion, this will prevent a big chunk of damage this turn and help us, hopefully help us win. We're doing 8. Oh no, that's actually, this is the best case scenario, getting a 4-4, but this is a huge problem. We need to kill this because he's healing. It just makes our math equation a lot more complicated.
Are you winning? Oh, you're not, because that guy has 2 big guys. Oh no, this is so bad.
No, I think we're okay here.
Oh yeah. Maybe not.
I'd love to get the...
What?
These environments...
He's a big guy, right?
Is there a dandy play here where we do 9? No, we have to kill this first. I think we're just gonna stall. This is a little... actually, I should have played more Spore there. That would have been better. This is a little better for the finish. This is fine. This would have blocked this amount of damage. Well, this is fine. I actually like this hitting our face because it makes us easier to block later. He's gonna be at 20 health still. See, our first Dandelion King will definitely do the 9. The second one may just not. I love the fact he has no environments because it just makes us, since we have limited resources in our hand, this just makes it easier to win. We can double Dandy in 4 now, and then maybe double Sonic.
That guy, and then we're done. You need to get that guy and
we're
that
doing
guy,
okay.
and then
We're
you're
just
done.
gonna try to hit his face. We're not gonna really try to do anything else. He's gonna go for another Bad Moon here, which is fine, by the way. We have a full block meter. This does 15 if both of them hit.
But then
Here comes the Dandy play. Yes! So the second one definitely does 5. I almost hope he Bad Moon Rising's here. Because we just do not want him healing. Even if he heals, though, we'll see what happens. If he gets up to 11, this is probably still doable.
Yep.
Nebula. That's the wrong one. We're not gonna have a play here anyway. Oh, he should have done that here. That's a misplay. Because now we can actually get a double shot. This one we would not have been able to because it would have been full. Is him healing for less? How important is it for him to only heal for 4 here? It'll bring him down to 9. Think so? It just makes it a little easier. I don't know. These are gonna get blocked. The problem is if the first one gets blocked, the second one... Oh, here's Astroshim. I think that's good. Double Astroshim is probably better here.
He died, right? The big guy died. Ooh, but there's that guy.
Nebula. That's his last card, though. That's that's super good news.
Because that's his last card.
Hold on. So if we go 1, 2, 3,
Give me this one.
and then this will do... I think it's like this.
Yes. That was good.
Wait, so this does...
No.
We're off by 2. We'll just go for the bloom here.
I want to play Baby Fry on your phone.
The problem is if he blocks, it's going to be really, really hard for us to win. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, this does it. Sorry.
Tati?
Sorry, that's guaranteed lethal. Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. I thought I had to use the Sonic Bloom there. No, that's guaranteed.
Tati? Tati?
Such calculations.
Tati!
It's exactly lethal. What?
Tati?
Called me Tati, which is German for daddy. What? You can call me daddy, too.
Why
if
is
you
he
want.
doing that?
We beat him.
Okay, and could I do your phone while you're
You have
doing
to ask me
Baby
after
Fry?
the stream. So when I'm done working, okay?
You should just...
In fact, if you want to go upstairs and take a nap, then I can do it while you're taking a nap, and it'll be ready when you wake up. You want to do that? You want to take a nap with Mama?
No, because then I'm just gonna have to do, because then I'm just gonna have to do your phone when I wake up.
Great, that's good.
I don't want to do that.
You want to do it before you go to sleep?
Yeah.
He's asking me to play. He actually usually before we go to sleep, he says, "Can we play Baby Fry?" Which means play PvZ Heroes. He likes watching me play it. So last night he asked me, "Can I play?" It was the first time, so I'm like, "Sure." And I kind of told him what to do. We were not playing this deck because it's too complicated. We're playing Professor Brainstorm. And then he asked me if he has a little iPad. He asked me, can you put Baby Fry onto my... It's called PvZ Heroes, by the way. Can you put Baby Fry onto my iPad? So I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll play through the tutorial. It's not gonna... It's a little... I told him... I told him it's gonna be... I told you it's gonna be a little hard for you to play by yourself.
But I can play it.
But you can play around with it. If you just like seeing the guys go boom. It's not gonna win very much.
I don't care if I win or not, right?
That's good.
That's good because you're not gonna bomb me because I'm gonna
So we have early game
because
control,
I'm not
imitators,
even-
dandy, and finishers. And little guys now. More of these, better now. Rust Ball. I finally got this deck to a place where it can win consistently. 8 and 2 is about 80% is about what this deck does. This is cool. I'm actually gonna go like this.
Okay, can I play Baby Fry now?
If you can't ask me anymore. I'm in the middle of streaming. A lot of people are watching. I can't stop. If you want to take your nap now, by the time you're done with your nap, I'll have it on your iPad, okay? That'll be better, because then you don't have to wait. You'll just take your nap instead. And you wake up and like, hey, Baby Fry's on my iPad. How's that sound?
I don't know.
This is really, really good. Now we get double imitator. So you don't need double dandy as long as you have double imitator. You're good. I could go for some shtick here, but yeah, let's be disciplined in the way we play this deck. It's never worth it to. If you have a dandy in your hands, no, it's really usually not worth it to start playing your finishers too early. Especially since all the damage you do ends up being halved by the time you play dandy. That's totally fine. So we're actually gonna get 3 Dandelion Kings now. We'll block them on with more damage. I don't care about him drawing cards, so we'll block them with more damage.
Because get them. Block.
Guys, look at this play. Look at this play. How many Dandelion Kings think we're gonna get?
What?
We're getting 3. He's gonna be down to 3 health here. He's gonna be within a berry blast of losing. This guy, he's rolling all ones too.
1, 2, 3.
He rolled triple ones. He went from 20 to 3. Easy.
Easy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a highlight.
Okay, can I?
What game is this? Is this game 10?
Can I see Baby Fry? Can I just see Baby Fry?
5-6 highlight. I'm gonna BM this guy so bad here. He doesn't have like going viral to beat us now. See, going viral is very strong against this deck because it makes us. You have to rely on using chump blocks in order to not die. He just does not have it. This is actually unusable. I hope he put something here so we can BM him.
Okay, how do you get that guy? That is the hardest guy. I don't think anyone could get him. But only Stack could.
A cucaracha. Oh, I think this does not imitate because the environments go from left to right. Cool game mechanics. Easy. 8 and 2. That's what this deck does. It wins 80%. It has a few weaknesses, but this is a top tier deck. I mean, this is actually a top tier deck in this game, and its weaknesses are off meta too. Like the things it dies to are big frenzy minions, which are actually not good decks in this game against the typical control decks. And I think even the aggro decks, the catching mechanics and the Shrimp and stuff, and the superpowers. Hold on. We're ending the video now. Please stop asking me. The superpowers you have with Solar Flare and the catching mechanics and kind of early game control, I think this can do pretty well against Swarm decks. We did beat Professor Brainstorm with a decent start. He had a turn 3. He had unlife, interdimensional, dimensional. We really attritioned him until we won that game, right? Yeah. So thank you, Scout Hut, for 5 months. Absolutely amazing. This deck is so hard to play, but practice. If you play this deck, you got to play it at least 20 times before you kind of know how to do it. But hopefully these games I explained enough to be able to help you. This is amazing. I love this deck. It's actually right now my favorite deck in the entire game. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace. This is Fry. Say peace. This is Baby Fry. Can you say it? See you guys next time. Amazing. Now we're gonna do the daily. All right, I'm gonna take a 1-minute break, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys in 1 minute for the daily, and we'll do some PvP against yo guys. All right, everyone say bye to Baby Fry.
Bye.
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 Yay.
Done.
All right, we're done. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
Anyway. That was fun. Let's go. Professional pet deck. 7-on-3 on what rank though? We do have a Discord. The stream is definitely going onto YouTube. Anyway. Oh, here's a puzzle guy. Any zombie damages flower. I remember this one. So you need the key is to do the smoke bomb on this and then bonus attack. So. Do you want us to do the bonus attack here or here? I think if you do the bonus attack here. What will activate first? You can do it here. Did I mess it up already? Oh, you need one of these guys to go phase. Ah, you're right, I messed it up. The Jester has to go in 5, that's the problem. We have to kill the Briar. You need the extra 4 damage to face. Yep. My bad. Fry, you suck. Aw. So nice we have a nice, non-toxic community. What is this game? This actually looks pretty cool. Shadow Beast? This game looks fun. The first fun game in an ad ever. They even have, what are those guys called? Oh, such a boomer. It's on the tip of my tongue. Where are the Funkos? They even have Funkos. The Scribble video is great. Do another one. Should I just do more Scribblio? I kind of want something that's, I don't know. I'll do Jackbox, I guess. I just kind of want to do a game that like will expose me to a bigger audience. I don't know if Scribblio is going to be the thing. Maybe it will. Brawl Stars. Okay, well, we know the way. Does this one matter? In your non-budget aggressive flare, what should I craft instead of Fireweed because it sucks? Fireweed is actually still an extremely good card, just because it got nerfed. It's a 3/2 on heights, and it's a humongous control card. It controls both minions and environments in the ground lane. So it's still a really, really good card. In the expensive version of aggressive flare, I really still run Fireweed. Now, if you are reluctant to, since it got nerfed from 3/3 was just overpowered. 3/2 is top tier card. Seriously top tier. If you really are reluctant to craft Fireweed, go for a Pine Clones, go for a different deck then, and just use Wildberry instead of Fireweed. But if you just compare Wildberry to Fireweed in that deck, I'll take Fireweed any day. I'm planning on streaming PvZ Heroes and still making content and highlights as long as people want to watch it. So I don't plan on leaving people. I mean, just look at this deck. We've never done... Not only have we never done this specific deck, we've never done anything really like this ever in the game. I mean, this is 4 years later. This game just has infinite possibilities. It's just virtually infinite. It's just amazing. Got your 4th Space Cowboy, cool. Should you still use Wingnut? Yeah, I think as a meta card, it's still worth it, even aggro Solar Flare. It just makes it easier to beat Valk Trickster, Trickster decks basically. Which, anyway, the deck is quite weak against. So at night, I'll stream other games, and I'll do both. I'm planning on rotating on Frame Up every other week to do a PvZ highlight video, and every other week to do a different highlight video. The Scribblio was last week's video. It was just late because it took too long to edit. Strike Through Pumpkin. It's okay on turn 3. Poison Ivy and Zapricot are better, though. Zapricot with the 4 damage is probably better than 2 Strike Through. You can argue for the Strike Through, then. I'll do another fail video for PvZ this weekend, so that'll be out on Friday or Saturday, depending on how next few days goes. Alright, so let's do PvP. You can friend me. In-game name is FryMup. Again, I apologize, but I cannot add anyone, because then I would be just on the stream for 2 hours adding people. If people donate, they can redeem the gratitude game, and I'll add you. Otherwise, just first come, first serve. Heal Pecanolith? I don't see it. Now, I want to do a heal version of this Miracle deck. I'm gonna... Maybe I'll make it now, and I'll start testing it. I might as well use it for the PvP. I'll clear my cache, by the way, to get... I don't know, because I'll accept the other 2 friends. I'll clear my cache, which will actually let you challenge me. all bullseye deck. Neighborville's similar to Overwatch. I've played both, and I find Neighborville's too chaotic of a game. I like more precise games. It doesn't seem like Neighborville, it's not a precise game. A good game to play while you're high, basically. What was I about to do? Clear my cache. I was going to do something before that, which is going to be making the new version of this deck. I guess I'll keep this one around since it's my favorite deck here. Okay, what are we... we typically make a deck at the beginning of a stream, but I'm going to be doing it like this because I'm going to have to practice before this works. It's so cool how now this is not... In the heal version of this deck, this instead of just being this has a dual function of being early game control card and also has a finisher. So cool. So you go with this instead of Pair Paradise. Still go with Dandy, and now Dandy can heal you for 10 when you play it in here. You definitely go with Heartachoke. Where's Heartachoke? Wonder if I should run Taco in this deck. You're gonna run Imitator for sure. Imitator's a must. Dandy does 10. Play Imitator Heartachoke. You'd still need 3 of these? 2 or 3 of these to win? Not running Venus Flytrap, there's no way. I run Taco in this deck. Taco also can be a finisher and draw you a card and an early game stall card. Probably go with Taco. I like that it draws you a card too. This is the Taco one. I probably need... I think we'll just run Shroom for 2 instead of Puff Shroom. So again, this is basically just for the Astro Shroom though. It doesn't have Sonic Bloom. This is instead of Sonic Bloom. The Astro Shroom's better than Sonic Bloom, in my opinion, because it's Bullseye. It also, Sonic Bloom, Astro Shroom, the reason Sonic Bloom costs 4 and Astro Shroom costs 1, which they really do the same thing except that this is Bullseye, is that Sonic Bloom works on a previously developed field. The way this deck works is you're always developing the entire field at once, which makes Astro Shroom better. I don't want to go Pine Clone. I want to go all out here. I think this is a good deck. We're going to call this... simply Dandelion Heek Miracle. Heek, guys. Go Heek or go home. This is the rough draft of the deck. I don't know if this is going to work. I think I'll use this against you guys. Now, the cool thing you can do with this deck is to play... If you have Heartachoke on the field, and you go... sorry, if you have Heartachoke on the field, and you play Dandelion King into Venus Flytrap Planet, then the Heartachoke... The Dandelion King does 10, and the Heartachoke does another 10, if it heals you for 10. So you also have to be missing 10 health by that point. I feel like 1 out of every 20 games you'll be able to pull off that combo, but the fact that it exists in an already viable deck, I think is good. I'm not even going to make the deck list right now. I'm just going to go clear my cache and play some games against you guys. I want to... Damn, I love my life so much right now. I've worked out a lot of personal stressors lately, and I just feel so freaking happy. It's nice. You can only use Berry Blast and Berry attacks. Okay, so you go to Settings. I'm not going to do this because I really just don't want you guys seeing everything on my phone. Even though I don't know of any apps personally, but I just don't want to have to think about it. As a policy, when I leave the game I'm playing, I just turn off my phone. Because I have had incidences. I've had like phone numbers appear on the screen. Like so, like stuff like that. Just personal information that I don't, out of consideration for everyone I know also. So you go to Apps, Settings, Apps, PvZ Heroes. You guys can do this together. Storage. This is on Android, and then you clear cache is the button on the top right. I'll go back into the game. And that usually makes the friend list work. If the game is showing I'm in a ranked match, you guys gotta clear your cache. Thanks to whoever figured out the cache thing. I think Dandy is the one who told me about it. I'm not sure if he figured it out. Thank you so much, Gonk. Ribsy. Alright.
Hi, Fry.
Thank
You
you,
are
Gonk, for
amazing.
subscribing. Aw. Really appreciate it. I'm so happy with how that Scribblia video turned out. I don't know what the next one I'm gonna do is. PvZ 3 memes sound so intimidating since the first one didn't turn out the way I liked. How am I gonna do it again? Okay. I might combine one of the streams together with the memes. I don't know. Alright. Okay, so how do you mulligan this deck? I have to figure out how to play this. I would say this is probably least important. I think these two are the most important. And then, okay, we have a heal too. I don't know. If you develop the Venus Flytrap planet early, Bullseye is so annoying by the way. Bullseye decks are good against this. If you develop the Venus Flytrap planet early, then you can pull off a combo together with Taco. Maybe him damaging you is actually better in this deck, though. There's actually a certain amount of damage you do want to take. We actually have the combo here. Maybe I should let him... keep letting him damage me. Thank you, Nemesis. Wow, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Donating like 80 single bits. Getting a second Flytrap planet means we can sort of play the first one and hope he doesn't have an environment. Do I Taco? It only heals us for 2. We don't really need anything else. It really only heals us for 2 since we draw a card that come in. But maybe healing for 2, we need to heal for 2, because if we take 4, we'll be down to 10. Is being at 12 a lot better? I feel like we have so many heal combos that we can probably just sack this. Getting another Poppy is the best case scenario here too. Let's see. We can now sack a second one of these as well. Happens to be also the Taco heals for 4. Catch a Mechanic is also basically going to heal for 4. We probably need to hurry up and do the combo. See, I think this deck would have beaten the original version. The problem is this dies really easily. I think the opponent having a 2 damage is more likely than them having a environment. Let's go like this. Wow, oh no. Did we lose? We're close. How do we survive here? The catch-up mechanic could go a long way, but he's just doing too much damage to us. This is the play. We're taking 4. And any removal card, any buff card. GG. I think this is a really tough matchup. Maybe we need to like concentrate on early game control. Like if we had more catch-up mechanics, I think we could have actually done a lot there. I don't know. These con managers ruined us. The other thing also is that if the opponent is swarming, but at least you're blocking and you have Scorch, if everything's bullseye, it makes it a lot worse. I think a bullseye swarm is pretty strong against this deck. We also start off with Scorch, which I don't know. Here's the killer, man. Let's try it again. How many packs did it take to complete your set? I completed my set back in set 1. Someone donated like a couple $100. I probably spent $300 in this game. They just said like, I want to see you make all the top tier decks. It's this rich, generous guy from California. I think we look for a Flytrap Planet Imitator. I think this is fine. So I got all the cards in set 1, and I kind of had extra sparks in every single set that came out after that. I really had enough gems saved up since I didn't need to spend them on packs to basically buy the entire set. Then by the time set 3 came around, it was really the same thing. I think someone maybe in set 3 donated like $50 for a big pack opening too. You can go and just find my pack opening playlist and you'll see the history of it. That was before the rarity changes. It used to be heroes were a lot easier to pull in packs too. The rarity changes was that's when this game went full on EA, unfortunately. I feel like before that, this game had a chance. I hate how EA just ruins games sometimes. It's so sad. Pretty cool. Strong card. Not only does this remove his engine, it puts a really significant threat on the field. It's a 4-3. How many packs would it take right now? I don't know. I haven't done the math. I think you can do the math, though. Because the percentages are in the thing. There's probably a math equation that would statistically. Now, it depends. If you get a lot of duplicates and you can get lucky, it's all percentages. So to get a full set. Would he remove this? So not. Don't have Dandy. We're gonna be doing it with artichokes. So each of these now do 4 to face instead of 2. This deck works very differently. It's gonna take some getting used to for sure. That blocks both of them. I wonder if I should have saved this. Maybe. For, you know, if we get Venus Flytrap Planet, then we can combo it. Probably proccing the block there is worth it, since we have 10 damage on face. Pretty good. This will proc his block. So weird. He's gonna Bad Moon Rising? What is he going for here? Swiller just heals for 1 and procs his block. Overwatch stream? I kind of wish I could play Overwatch and... You know, Overwatch is a game I enjoy. I still could do Overwatch if I wanted to. I could just do the same as Scriblio. It's gonna be too hard. I should really the advantage of Scriblio is that even if you've never played it before, you can still watch a video about it. I should probably be disciplined in that way. What time do I usually do? I don't do Overwatch streams at night. I do other games, mobile games and drawing games and stuff like that. That's from 9:30 to 11:30 approximately p.m. Eastern time. So that will be in 6.5 hours from now. What is he doing? Just playing around like triple bonus attack. Even if he gets Zombat, we're still in great shape. He is protected! I'll say block the 4 there. Just Marius one. The problem with my friend list is that I have too many friends. You can try to unfriend me, refriend me, restart your app, try to friend me again. But it just seems like a lot of people have a hard time connecting. Playing Quaffrey? Alright, well, this is the next deck. Here's Matt. Do I owe you a game from yesterday? I guess I'll have time for another one. I kind of feel like playing this deck a little more. What's the most important cards in Sports Smash deck? So the most important thing is your 4 arm wrestlers, 4 sumos, 4 mascots, and 4 coaches. And then the next most important thing I would say is going viral, just to help you finish. If you add a couple of other... That's the important cards in the deck. A little removal, environments. Supplementary sports cards like gladiators are always good. How do you do this? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mulligan, because again, you don't need Dandelion King quite as much in this deck as in the other one, because if you're taking enough damage, your Artichokes do a lot with the combo. I guess we should be hard mulliganing for Artichoke and Venus Flytrap Planet. It's kind of hard to pull off. Because again, both Artichoke and Venus Flytrap Planet are pretty easy cards to counter the turn that they're played. I guess you just be patient. If they pass, then you just don't do it. The problem is if they develop too much early game tempo, then you're screwed. I don't like this. But if you're not taking damage, Teleport Teacher. Treat. Girl, you're a snack. That's okay though. It's kind of weird how you take advantage of taking that. Like, the thing that beats this version is taking too much early damage. There's no way to kill this, right? This allows us to Scorch it next turn. I don't really know how the Astro Shroom plays into this deck either. Any major highlights? We had all the highlights today. Oh yeah, I started on time today. I know, sorry. Some people are just joining the stream now thinking this is where I start, when I start. I officially start at 1 and I was ready today, so I just did it. I'm really going to try to move the time up to 1, just so I have a longer afternoon. My life's just been a little nutso. What do I do here? I don't know. I guess we'll get 4 in. We can always do this later. How much damage do we have in our hand right now? We're drawing a card, which is so cool. Like right now... This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think we have 16 damage in hand? Trick or treat. Yeah, we play this. 1. Sorry, so 0. Then we play... Okay, so this is 1. Then we play this. It'll be 2, 3, 4. He didn't kill the 3-2 though. Let's see what happens here. We don't have any heals. See, we need here either Taco. Taco would go a really long way. Taco would do 8 damage to his face. I don't know. Do a heal combo later, I guess? How do we do this? I guess on turn 8 you have a heal combo. It's just like this now? This is 6. It's probably worth it for 6. Keeping this alive is better, since we don't have any more heals left. I don't know. This deck is so... This is gonna take another 20 matches to learn how to play this. Gosh, going viral would be so brutal right now. Fine, he does 0 to our face, which is cool. We just need a heal, I think. Well, let's see here. This is 5 damage right now. If we get a poppy, we win. This is so close to lethal. This trickster. So if we do this, does 4. This way does 5. How good is it getting him down to 1 here? Do we ever need to imitate something? I don't know. I should have taken more damage in order to heal. I didn't run out of heals there. This does 5. I guess that's what would we want to use this to imitate though? Nothing. So we'll take the 5 damage. Again, this is 3 minions here, so you can use the copy shroom for 2 sometimes. It's just a cool little combo. Oh no! It turns into the little guy! I forgot, it doesn't turn into shroom for 2. Okay, now it's 5. Right. That's the game mechanic, is that spawn minions always happen before base minions. So Imitator will copy the spawned minion instead of the base one. That's the same way if you have a hunt zombie versus a pine clone. It always ends up hunting. It always ends up on the pine clone that you play. Because all those other spawn minions happen first. It hunts them, and then the pine clone ends up in the field and it hunts your pine clone. So we need 1 damage. So we need Astro Shroom. Berry Blast is not going to get it done. We need an Astro Shroom or we're dead. I guess we could block and... This procs the block. This does proc... Wait, does this do 0? No. Okay, so, okay. Here, this is one of the actual strangest game mechanics in the entire game. Dandelion King's damage always rounds down. So if they have, let's say, 9 health left, it does 4. So if they have 1 health left, this should do 0. But for some reason, it procs the block. It's just inexplicable. It does not make any sense. But if they have a full block, I don't know if they would have like 2 charges left if it would proc the block. But if they have the full block meter, it really does not make an ounce of sense. We're gonna have to play this just to, well, if we get, we're probably blocking here, and this does make Astroshroom win next turn. We usually block. This probably increases our chance of winning slightly. What if he buffs this too much, actually, with too many sugary treats, we'll lose. Okay, so let's do this. We just need, Super or Berry Blast, I guess, is our shots at winning now. It doesn't make any sense. Oh no. Okay, this is fine. I don't know if have I put that in a highlight video yet, that game mechanic? I'll put it in. That's 151.00. What is he doing? We need to roll 3. We had a 1 in 9 chance of winning there. Have I put that in a highlight video yet? Oh, I used my super already? Oh, okay. You made a... Oh, use the Z-Mag deck. Cool. Alright guys, I gotta go. I wish I could play all the time. I'm wearing a robe. It's just cold. My office is in the basement, so. Carp, thanks for stopping by. The weak stuff emoji is broken. I think it's people use the you can use your channel points to modify the emote so you can squash one. Pretty cool. I should do more Scribblio. Moist. Tries a thick forehead, it's true. Extra brains, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna get cracking on the PvZ fail video. That'll be for this week. First time at the end of a stream. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make the time of the stream a little more this time. Sorry for the people who came late expecting me to start late. And I gotta turn your notifications on if you're gonna catch the exact stream time. Here, I'll accept the rest of the friends right now, just to be nice. What am I gonna stream tonight? I don't know. I really like the Scribblio video. Still figuring it out. I'll show you an old. Do you know how to win on turn 1? There was some calculation, and it involved using HG Super teleports. I think you run out of cards was the problem, though. You don't have enough cards in your hand. Basically needed HG Super, then a bunch of teleports. Need to keep on getting teleport, keep on doing interdimensional zombie, and those interdimensional zombies start turning into brain vendors, which gives you more brains. You're going to have to draw cards at some point. I don't remember the calculation. But you basically need perfect interdimensional zombie flips and perfect top decks. Survive.io. I love survival games. I love survival games. What is this? Is this making a noise, by the way? Battle Royale Survive.io. Oh, sorry, it's so loud. Wait, this has an Apple app? Subnautica. I can play Subnautica. People say I would enjoy it. Should I play Subnautica tonight? People say I would really enjoy it. It seems like it's a... And you could actually make crazy Subnautica moments. It's probably going to be a highlightable game, so it shouldn't be that hard to make highlight comps. And highlight comps are the things that are going to get people. Who wants to see me play Subnautica, which is sort of this mystery, which I've never seen a playthrough, by the way, so I'm going to be this guy. I know the chat's going to spoil everything for me. My brother suggested that we play Subnautica. You know what? I'm gonna have some time this afternoon. Maybe I'll download some. I'll buy Subnautica, download it, and see if I like it. I don't know about Minecraft. I guess Minecraft highlights I could do instead of I mean, I could do playthroughs too. I really could do Minecraft, actually. And only do the highlights. It would just be a silly video. Scream Cuphead compilation. Right, do you have any advice for someone thinking of streaming? I'm going to give you the same advice as I'm giving to myself, which is you have to pick something and keep making a lot of content for. I would start off with something small, like I started off PvZ Heroes. That was kind of the perfect game to start. It's been hard for me to move from PvZ Heroes on to the next thing, but I really need. I'm giving advice to myself as well as you have to pick a thing and just stick with it. Valorant, I'm not gonna mess with Valorant. First of all, too much competition. Second of all, I watch people play it. Doesn't appeal to me at all. I have the Java version of Minecraft. So you're an Ekin Master? I don't know. Seeing people's names in the chat. Community Minecraft server. I played one time with people and it just ended up being really dumb. It was so chaotic. There was not. Everyone was just like taking obsidian blocks and just like blocking the end. It's just so dumb. Is Brain Freeze a good hero? He's one of the worst heroes, but there are some good decks for him. You can go Gravestone. You can go like moving pets is fun. Fortnite. I haven't checked what the games are hot on Twitch right now. I presume the hottest game right now is Valorant. I'm gonna browse. So Valorant's number 1, 500,000. Chatting is 2, and Call of Duty is 3. Fortnite is still 4. Minecraft is 5. So cool. Shattered Web? Oh, Counter-Strike. So that's CSGO is 6. League is 7. And Grand Theft Auto. I can't believe people are still watching Grand Theft Auto. It's so funny. Hearthstone is still doing so. Hearthstone's number 10. Amazing. Love that. Overwatch. Animal Crossing. People stream Animal Crossing? How, though? Who wants to see me play Animal Crossing? I do still do the night streams, so that's gonna be 9:30 to 11:30. I think the best way to do it is to pick a game and do it for a week or two. I don't know if this Mickey Mouse game, I think it's gonna require me too much time offline. The Mickey Mouse game with the grinding. So let's say I'm not gonna do that. I'll either do indie mobile games or games like Subnautica. Play Overwatch. I want to do games that you can watch, that the PvZ crowd will be able to understand what's going on if they've never played the game before. And Overwatch is as tempting as it would be to just make funny Overwatch compilations. I don't think it's the right next move. It's a little bit difficult to stream too because the sessions are so hit or miss. Terraria. I have no consoles. I have a Nintendo 64. I should maybe get a Switch. Play Pokemon again. When did I play Pokemon? How do you gift a free Twitch Prime sub if you have no money at all? This is the first time. So again, it's not gifting. You can get your free Twitch Prime sub. Using this link. I'm putting it in the chat right now. So that everyone can, as long as I think you need a credit card, but you can get one free month of Amazon Prime, which means you can get one free sub to this channel, which means you get indefinite access to the Discord server, which I haven't checked in a while. What days do I play with people? So PvZ I do at the end of every stream. I might do it on Tuesdays. I was so draining yesterday. Mortal Kombat 11 is out? I didn't even know that. I saw a trailer for it. Gex 64. True crowdfund. Bookworm Adventures. It's a masterpiece. Game of the year, baby. Bookworm Adventures. Clash Royale. I don't think I'm gonna start another Supercell game. I don't see playing Clash Royale for 2 weeks. I'm not gonna have highlights from it. I'm gonna spend this afternoon. I really am not under pressure, work pressure, since I finished the video yesterday. The next video will probably be out Friday or Saturday. I'm probably gonna start cutting up the next PvZ fail video, but I'm gonna have some time to try out some games for the night streams. I don't know yet. What was the other survival game? Oxygen. And Stardew. Am I gonna get highlights from Stardew Valley? I don't think so. I mean, it's a lot easier when you have a game that there's just naturally gonna be a lot of highlights in it. I could do Stardew Valley, but I would have to do like voiceovers, and I'm thinking of doing that anyway for PvZ 3. It's gonna be so hard. It's just so much work when you do voiceovers. It makes it 3 times as hard to make the videos. What was the other survival game besides for Oxygen Not Included? Then we had Subnautica. What was the other one? Don't Starve. I really like Don't Starve. I'm not going to do Don't Starve. Castle Crashers? What is that? Try Pong. I plan on doing a night stream tonight. That'll be at 9:30. So that's in 6 hours. Rainbow Six Siege. Again, we're looking for games that are highlightable and easy to watch even if you've never played it. In our mid to big tier. Subnautica's like a big game, but it's a little old. PvZ friendly and play with viewers, well, like Battle for Neighborville. Game called Scribblia. I'm so pleased with the way the Scribblia video turned out. Best deck of all time in Heroes? Valk Trickster Hybrid. Easy. Going viral with Engineer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can also do, with Morticia, you can do just Area 22. Again, I really suggest people not go to other channels and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel too. The best way to get viewers is not by advertising yourself. No one's going to go to your channel and people are going to remember your name and say, oh, that's that annoying guy. You just want to keep on making content consistently, and YouTube will feed you the views. You never want to self-advertise. It's never worth it. It's so tempting, too, because you think, wow, there's 300 people watching a stream. If even 3 of them come, that'll be great. That'll be worth your time. It's not worth it. Really not worth it. And you're taking away you're taking away your focus from what you really need to be doing, which is keep on making tons and tons of horrible content, which will get better over time. I say that to myself too. It's so tempting to try to advertise on bigger streams. It's not worth it. A little advice. If you want to self-advertise, you can play games that other streamers play. But don't go to their streams and say, hey, I play this game too. Who's better, Super Brains or Huge Giganticus? Huge Giganticus is almost always better. The exception is like a Blob deck, because Super Brains has a lot of powers that work better with Blob, like his Super and his card draw abilities, but Blob decks aren't even good anymore. HG's basically 100% better. Starting a channel, any tips? Again, just keep being consistent. Just make your content's gonna suck. I'm telling myself too. My first videos, they suck. Keep making a huge quantity of horrible content, and just make sure that each of your sucky videos, you have to be okay with this. Each one is a little bit less sucky than the one before, and eventually they're going to become average, become mediocre, and then they're going to become good, and then you're going to get viewers. The main thing is practice. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the views. That's what I do too. When I'm doing I have the PvZ. First of all, even the PvZ videos, I feel like the highlight videos, each one is better than the last. I just figure out one new thing when I'm through the practice of editing and making the videos. But for the new videos too, I'm completely out of my element making non-PvZ videos. But I feel so happy with the Scribblia one. I feel like I'm actually going to look back in a few months and be happy with it, which I can't say about my old Grand Theft Auto videos or Mario Odyssey or any of those ones. Even though I worked so hard on them, I was out of my element, and I need a lot of practice. I could probably do it eventually. I'm reluctant to get into voiceovers. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do any games that are going to require voiceovers to make highlight videos out of. Because first of all, they're not going to be good. They're going to be cringy because I'm not good at doing voiceovers. And my timing is going to be, everything's going to be off. So maybe I shouldn't do the meme videos yet, because those are voiceover videos. This trailer was good. What I really should be doing is more like Scribblia. That's within my element. It's other games. I should just keep on doing more games that have the same editing style as the PvZ highlights. And I'll get into the voiceovers. Once I've done that for a few months, maybe I'll start doing voiceover games. Just try to still play PvZ now. I mean, he streams like once or twice a year, but I played once against a dying pharaoh apparently. GTA videos, peak of comedy. I think they were fun, but it wasn't very good. The Honest trailer was good because you were mimicking someone's style instead of trying to find your own. It's true. It's true. I had the formula down. If I'm creating my own formula, it takes a lot of time to develop. You're probably right. Is Gug still advertising his channel here? I'm seriously permabanning you. Oh my gosh. Don't do it, dude. Thanks. Just finishing the stream here. Ready, steady, bing, or ready? Steady play? What the hell is that? Hearthstone. Da-da. We love you, Frey. Tiger King commentary? Not for me. If you want, you can go back and watch the replay. I'm about to end the stream. You'll see the whole stream on the replay in the video section. Alright, guys. I'll see you tonight. We'll play something.